I'm Peter Kirkup from LumenRadio, and I'm here to talk to you about the CRMXchip. CRMXchip is our latest innovation. It's a 6mm by 6mm product, which is a wireless DMX receiver that can be built in directly into any lighting fixture. It's a device that's placed onto the PCB of the fixture and can then be used as a wireless receiver by the manufacturer as part of the overall fixture design. The really cool thing here is that we're getting into the heart of the fixture. It's no longer that wireless is added as an optional extra or as a module that goes into the fixture. It's something that we're adding directly into the fixture to make it integral as much as a zoom lens or a gobo wheel inside the fixture. It really is part of the design that the manufacturers are working with. So CRMXchip is something that we launched at the Pro Light and Sound show this year, and since then we've been working with a number of different manufacturers to integrate it into their products. And actually at the PLASA show there's 3 different manufacturers already launching products with this built directly inside. We've got a number of partners, and in fact the list is pretty extensive. Unfortunately it's all covered by non-disclosure agreements, so I'm not able to talk too intimately about all the details. But what I'd like to do is talk about some of the things that the CRMXchip can do. As I've mentioned, it's 6mm by 6mm, and it's a device that gets placed onto the circuit board. What we have is some driver software within the chip which allows us to take DMX processing away from the host fixture and actually handle a lot of that necessary inside our device. That means that the manufacturer can talk into our device using SPI, and they can set the DMX start address and the number of channels called the footprint that the device is going to use. Our chip then goes into a mode where we will send an interrupt or a little nudge out to the host device to say there's been a change on the DMX values that you're responsible for, and the device can then come back to us and read those values to find out what's going on. What that means is that from a manufacturer's standpoint, they don't need to sit writing code to process all the DMX signal, refreshing 40 times every second, finding the right channels and so on. All they need to worry about is telling us this is the start address and these are the channels I'm interested in. That's a really, really cool innovation, and it makes the wireless integration even easier than actually putting an XLR connector and a DMX cable into the fixture. CRMXchip is also upgradable over the air, so the product can be upgraded just with a wireless link from the transmitter. You can upgrade your whole rig in one go, and that's really a neat benefit. And it draws a really tiny amount of power, around about 40 milliamps, which means that it's almost negligible in the design of the fixture. All the manufacturer needs to do is to take the chip, place it on the circuit board alongside a couple of standard components that they can buy from any component supplier, capacitors, resistors, things like that that they're using every day. Place those on the board, and then the CRMXchip is integrated. They do need to add an antenna, and there's a couple of different options. They can either go for an external antenna with a connector, or they can go for an internal antenna, which can either be inside the fixture as a physical antenna, or even if the fixture is appropriately designed, it can be the copper on top of the PCB, which can deliver that antenna solution. So that means that integrating this chip is pretty much a drag and drop exercise in your CAD program. We can provide the Gerber files and schematics, everything you need to get going. And CRMXchip is out there now running real shows. We've sold thousands of this already. It's something that is very, very much a real product that we're using to push wireless forwards. And we see this as the core of our technology moving forwards. And CRMXchip is part of the innovation that LumenRadio is pushing technology. Our overall vision is that long-term wireless will become as integral to a fixture specification as a DMX connector or a LCD display. It's really just another part of the fixture that users will expect, and they will use in the same way as you use wireless on your mobile phone. You know, just walk in and expect it to work. Nobody now spends time configuring Wi-Fi channels and things like that, so why should you have to do that with your wireless DMX system? Everything about this is about making it easy and making it accessible to the mass market. So that's CRMXchip. Thanks for your time.